Alright guys, HalloX here, back in my basement. Tonight we're going to do a little video. I harvested this bubble strip out of this 1974 exacta 19 calculator. And I've never worked with a vintage bubble strip before. This is a first for me, so I figured I'd document it, because if I screw up, you guys might get a laugh out of it. I certainly won't, but you guys might enjoy it. So I never realized with a vintage clamp, bubble strip, you need to cut it. I'm so used to the replica ones that just fit in there. So this thing's 45 years old, so I imagine it's pretty brittle, and I'm actually really intimidated cutting it. So I reached out to Scott Jua, who has the most experience cutting these and probably holds the record for the most modified and most cut. And he gave me some tips, so I'm going to pack everything up here and we'll head out to the shed and tackle this. So fingers crossed. Okay guys, we're back in the shed now. I got the bubble strip inside the vise. I have my biggest end mill bit in there. My plan is to feed it in this way. I'm going to try and see how it feels. If it starts climbing and stuff, then I'll do another way. But I think this is my plan of attack here. Of course, safety first. Always make sure you got your safety goggles on or your glasses. And let's fire it up. You might want to turn the volume down. I'm putting it on the same speed that I usually cut aluminum. Again, I'm not a machinist. Here we go. Ready? We're going to go nice and slow. Alright, so that wasn't so bad. I'm going to turn up the speed. Alright, I'm going to clean this up and reposition the strip because it's gone as far as I can go. Well, as far as I feel comfortable. Okay, so there's a little line already in the bubble strip in the casting, and I'm going to go to that line. I'm not going to go over that line because when I put it in my vintage clamp, that's where it seems like everything is equally spaced. We're very close to that line on this pass. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to take another pass. I think I'm going to turn it around and start cutting the other end, because that's really getting close to that line. I don't know if you guys can see it. That line there in the camera. It really sucks repositioning the camera, but I wanted to show you guys the there's a piece of fuzz in there, but there's a line in the casting. See right there? And then I have maybe a millimeter space, but it looks like, here's that line again, see it? I'm gonna remove the material on this side and then see how much more I can take off this side here and just evenly space it out. Because again, this is the first time I'm ever doing this, so I don't. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, so now we got it in the vise again, very, very lightly in the vise. And now we're gonna crack at it again. So volume, you might want to turn the volume down now. Again, I'm not a machinist, so we're just rolling with it. This camera angle, I just realized, really sucks. I'm gonna set up a better angle. Alright, sorry guys. My brother gave me this new camera mount thing with a built-in light and crap, and when he does his live streams, he upgraded to something new, and I now realize why he did, because it sucks. But, alright, so now this should be a little bit better with this lighting. So here we go. Ready? Let's see what we got. Here we go, hitting the camera. This side actually looks better than it. There you go, hit it again. Jesus, criminy. Alright, so there is some flashing on the end that probably going to hit with some sandpaper. But, it may be a little long still. Let me try on the clamp. Alright, so I put the strip in there, and it looks like we have to go exactly on that line. The line I'm talking about is in the back here. This line here, you can see through the top here. And that's the line that I'm going on. That seems to fit the, if I go on that line, it seems to fit the vintage clamp perfectly. But there's like zero room for error on this, so very, very small passes. This is where I'm going to screw up, because I should just do it with sandpaper. But we're going to try it anyway. Here goes nothing. Looks like one more pass. Yeah. That should do it on that side. I hope. Oh, that's perfect. So let's set it up and do the other side. I'll try the last side. It actually cuts like butter. I was really afraid, but it cuts really easy. And I'm not tightening this vise at all because I'm afraid of it shattering. So I think it's gonna need one more. It is a little tedious, but you don't want to mess up and have a short bubble strip. That's what she said. Nobody likes a short bubble strip. Alright, so this side's overhanging just a little bit, and this side's pretty much flush. So I'm going to just give it one more little micron of a pass. And I don't like, if you noticed the last time I had it hanging out pretty far, that diving board setup, I don't like that because with that, I think the material can tend to flex like a diving board, and when material flexes, material can snap. Okay, here we go, fingers crossed. Alright, I don't think I took enough off. But better off short than, long than short. You know, I'm happy with that. Alright, gang, it was a success. I just wanted to give a special shout out to Scott JUA from Crucible Custom Props for helping me through this and giving me step-by-step instructions. Came up pretty good, Scott. Thank you very much. I was intimidated at first, but slow and steady wins the race. So, I really appreciate it, though. You guys know where this is going, so be on the lookout for an update very soon. Thanks for watching.